Here's the real reason Trump left the Paris Global Warming Agreement. Margaret Thatcher once said that global warming provides a marvelous excuse for worldwide, supranational socialism. President Trump left the Paris Climate Agreement because it did not help the environment. The Paris Accord was an international socialist plot to redistribute money from rich, energy-producing countries to poor, overpopulated countries. Obama was selling our future when he agreed to the deal, making us all poorer. Climate change is the ultimate boondoggle for international socialists. Socialists love the idea of climate change because it demonizes capitalism and forces us into socialism. The socialists convinced of the dangers of climate change claim it is a problem of externalities. Energy producers and consumers damage the environment and offload costs evenly across the global community. A few rich countries release the majority of carbon emissions, which are claimed to cause global warming, but the cost of cleanup falls evenly across all countries on Earth. Thus, according to socialists, the only solution to climate change is to tax the wealthy and redistribute it to the globally poor. It is the ultimate justification for global socialism, because all countries share the environment. The only problem is that there is no scientific consensus indicating that carbon emissions lead to an increase in global temperature. Instead, the data seems to suggest the opposite conclusion. This is why European socialists are so frantic to anchor us to the Paris Climate Agreement, even though everyone agrees the deal will have little to no impact on global temperature. In fact, the only thing that necessarily grows proportionality to carbon emissions are trees, since trees consume carbon dioxide to grow. Otto Rittenhofer, the former co-chair of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, whose research served as the justification of the Paris Agreement, has admitted that the goal of global climate policy is to punish wealthy countries and redistribute wealth, not addressing the environment. Basically, it's a big mistake to discuss climate policy separately from the major themes of globalization, says Rittenhofer. First of all, developed countries have basically expropriated the atmosphere of the world community. But one must say clearly that we redistribute de facto the world's wealth by climate policy. President Trump continues to put America first. Did you support him? Let America know. Rittenhofer admits that climate change is just the excuse to force socialist economics on guilty Western nations. President Trump did not fall for their globalist scheme, and kept his promise to keep America first. Thank you, Mr. President. Can you think of other reasons to leave the Paris Accord? Please share the story on Facebook and tell us what you think because we want to hear your voice.